if you create something like this could be a pilot project that other people look around and say, actually, Dart Street is really, what they've done there is really exciting. We like that.
You spend a lot of time on the street.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you're on the street?
Kind of not safe because sometimes the pavement's wonky and children fall over and hurt themselves sometimes.
If I go to work in the morning and I see the kids crossing the road and there's cars speeding down there, there's no sort of there's no speed. I mean, I think there should be a speed bump or a crossing where the bus stop is.
Okay, what about narrowing the road? Because they're moving away from things like road bumps because of the whole issue about emergency services and stuff. So one way is actually to elongate the pavement like this one. So you have a less. What you have is you then prioritise. Obviously, drivers will normally prioritise who's going through.
Yeah, so the only thing I'd say about that is with the congestion charge, people are going to use that road even more. Kilburn Lane's going to become even worse. That's my main concern with that. But
that's interesting.
I mean, broadening the pavement is always a good thing, definitely. Yeah, and trees.
What about this site? Because I'll be honest, we've walked here in the mornings and we thought it's a very quiet street. It looks very nice. And then people are saying, there is traffic issues and there is fast-moving traffic. So is it like certain times of the day that it happens a lot more than others, or?
Well, I think my main concern is going to be with the congestion. You get more people doing the rat run thing, aren't you?
Because to avoid the thing.
Yeah, I mean, you get sort of like local people doing it and speeding down our road, but nothing too bad. But like I say, I think it's going to increase with this congestion on the Ladbroke Road. Yeah, well, I think our main gripe is trees, really.
Well, no, put it down, because when it says here, what one single change, I know it's coming down, but please put that, because I think your point about the mature trees, I do like that point.
Yeah.
Because I think looking at it myself, I always thought, because small trees always get knocked down, or someone vandalises them, but a large tree, doesn't, you can't do it.
Yeah.
And it also creates almost an instant community character to the community, rather than new growing trees, which take about 10, 20 years.
I mean, these are going to take 20, 30 years to grow, aren't they? You go to sort of like nicer parts of Notting Hill and stuff like that, and they've got these huge trees. I know they're more expensive to buy, but I think a good couple of trees, and I think they're good for the environment and pollution as well, aren't they?
I think they are. I think that you're right.
See more stuff put in the solar for the children, and not having bigger pavements. That's not my concern. That is wide enough for my children to walk up and down with.
Yeah,
it doesn't affect them. I can walk up there, I can walk down it, there's no effect.
So you live around here, don't you?
Yeah, I live around here.
And do you use the street a lot?
Yeah, I use it for my shopping at the Coronation Market.
And what do you like best about this street?
I like it because it's not too big and it's not too small, and it's a good place to hang out, except for one problem.
What's that?
Is that there's too many buildings. If only there was you could use a bit of that street over there to make a bit of green.
You want some more greenery in this area?
Yeah, greenery.
Just to hang about with, or do you want to play there? Or?
Lay down, play football,
just relax. What about when you cross the road? Is it safe? Do you feel safe?
No, there are always lots of people speeding on this road.
There's a lot of problem with speed.
Only someone can get a stop sign or something.
You want something to stop the speed? Maybe drive slower, maybe?
Yeah.
That's good. So your friends all live on this street?
Yeah, most of them. I got one over there.
So when you hang out, this is the place you hang out?
We usually go. Yeah, we usually always go down the street and we go to the park.
Which park do you go to?
Queen's Park and I can't remember.
So you mentioned a few things. You mentioned the speed of traffic. You mentioned big buildings. You mentioned a bit more greenery. If you had to pick one change to this area, which would it be?
Greenery.
Greenery, more greenery.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
But it doesn't matter where you are, whether you've got a seat or not, the kids are still going to hang about.
And I think it's
just because I drive as well as ride a bike and that, and when I drive back from wherever I'm coming from, this bit here is always congested. Like, I'll come down here and then there'll be like delivery vans on there, and then there's only one lane. Plus there'll be cars parked here, so people will double park when they want to go into the shop. And coming in from here on the main road, Kilburn Lane. Do you know what I mean? It's just packed. It's just packed, man.
So does that?
Can
you get sort of good view?
No, you can't see nothing too well. You can't see nothing too well. And also at night time, when all the lines are free, when you're trying to come through here, even whatever side, it's always blocked, man. should be a double yellow really over there.
What, double yellow lines over there?
Yeah, that should be a double yellow.
Less parking.
Yeah, and it will make it safer though. You know what I'm saying? Because cars can move a little bit more freely. You know what I mean? And if anything, you could put like a zebra crossing there or something.
Yeah, I mean that would be the thing. I mean, people seem to be saying that there's issues with crossing the road. So what, you think zebra crossings?
Yeah,
or?
there should be a zebra crossing here, and yeah, if there was a zebra crossing, then you'd have to have those police lines where no one can park the car. You know what I'm saying? And it would just make it a little simpler.
Yeah.
Because people would be able to cross the road with no problem.
And what about sort of like, you say the children playing in the street and what have you?
Yeah.
Do you think there'd be any particular areas that you can see that could benefit, or what do you think?
Also, this junction down here.
Yeah.
Just because you can't. Alright, for example, see this turn in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So say you're coming from, I can't remember the name of the road, but if you're coming from there and you want to turn left to come in this way, yeah, you got that right in front of you. So as soon as you're turning the corner, you can't even see what's there. You have to creep, and then something could come down. It's just the roads around here are a mess. Around this bit here, it's just messed up. And because they made this extension as well, it just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
The thing.
So with cycling, from a different perspective,
Yeah.
would you say that there's cycling paths or not?
I think there should be. I don't know. It's difficult to do it because the area might become a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't need a cycle path. So I mean, at the moment, I don't think you need a cycle path. Not a lot of cyclists are going to come down here anyway, and if they do, they're already riding on the pavement.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be. I don't know, that's a difficult one because of the shape of the road.
Yeah, but I mean that could be something that could be changed, like
Yeah.
looking at the different way. And at night, did you think there's anything with noise or?
I'm not too sure at night time. I'm not really down here driving my car or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what it's like.
Okay. So anything else about the area in general, like the neighbourhood, safety, pollution?
Do you know what I did notice? Your community, or the City of Westminster, you know the Guardians?
Yeah.
There's not too many of them around here. They're always walking around the park.
Oh, so
they're never down here. If they needed to be down here, they're not here. Do you know what I mean?
So
I think the furthest I've seen them walk is down towards the doctors and then.
So a greater presence on the streets, that kind of thing.
Because the police ain't gonna walk down here.
No, so it'd be the community guardians and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but do you think there's anything that you think that we could do to make it a bit more pedestrian friendly around this area? Bearing in mind we've got the shop, the school, the health centre.
Yeah.
Got anything you might?
No, not really.
Not really. We're quite happy with it as it is.
Well,
As
it's
you
improved
use
a
it.
1,000 times since they did away with the walkways and did
Right,
away with
okay.
that place over there, those
Right, this is the first.
garages. Since then, I think it's improved an awful lot.
Right, okay.
So, other than that,
Lovely.
It doesn't feel incredibly friendly at night time.
Really?
For walking through.
Yes.
There's something needs to be done on that one.
Okay. Is that the lighting, or is that just the kind of what kind of sense are you getting?
Lighting probably a change of lighting might help.
Right.
But yeah, there's something else. It's. I'm always a bit uncertain.
Really?
Just across here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people here. Is that part of what the issue is? That not a lot of traffic.
Yes,
or you're not
and a lot of young guys hanging out,
Okay,
and you're not really sure what's going on.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
partially deaf, so I'm very unsure of things I can't hear, so I'm not really sure if I can hear what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think that's an important point, actually.
Yeah.
People have, I think it is about trying to create spaces where, as you said, young people can hang out, but in a way that's safe and that everybody feels comfortable around.
Yes.
And I think that's a very important point.
Yeah.
I think that's very
So, but I welcome this. I think I just live around the corner, so I think it'd be fab to do that. I've never been able to get along to any of the meetings or anything because I work in the evenings.
That's fine. But
So,
if you can fill out a questionnaire, if you haven't
okay,
done
fine,
already,
we'll do.
It's Beethoven Centre, all the health centre, all
Okay,
have it. If you drop it off, there's a tub there. Would be really appreciative.
Will
And if you
do.
put your name down, hopefully, we're trying to get to the next stage of looking at getting a residence design team. And you might be
residence
a
design
team, so that whoever does the work, and it's not necessarily us, whoever might move the project along and we get funding for it.
Give me a pen.
Are you involved as well in the discussions about the Queen's, the little gardens there?
I'm not actually.
Okay.
I hadn't realised. Well, that's interesting when you point out something for us to chase to make sure that anything that
Are you
happens
not
is
involved in that?
No, we're not.
No, you should be. Because I think that there's things that there's things that they may be talking about that may not.
Yes. Cut across what's happening here.
Yeah.
Is that part of the neighbourhood forum? Is that who's running that? Do you know?
Well, actually, I think it was Westminster.
Is it? Okay.
I think it was through Westminster. I can't because I emailed them. I didn't get a reply, of course, but I emailed some feedback about what I wanted to see done there. So maybe you should look into that.
What park is that?
I think it's called Queen's Park Gardens, because that's the Queen's Park, but this is Queen's Park Gardens or something like that.
I will check on that.
Check it out, because I know they've got some plans.
Yes.
But I think I'm not sure if they could be touched in a little bit.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely have a feedback of it.
Get that exchange going.
It is that thing, isn't it, of trying to engage. Yeah. Well, I haven't heard of it, I must say, but it's that kind of classic thing of people doing different things. Thank you.
All right then.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I think part of the reason is because a lot of people meet here informally anyway, because a lot of people are coming to the Shore Start or to the mini market. So that, because there's quite, and also because it's a broad road.
Have you seen inside?
Have I seen what?
Other street.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been here several times.
If you see through there, you see a wooden on a door. There's not plants. It's
Absolutely, it's not. I mean, we're not saying just work on one street. And the other thing is, obviously, a lot of the housing estates are owned by the housing associations, whereas it counts as public highways.
Inside, I did the council, not the housing association. Westminster Council, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no particular reason why
the bins of rubbish beds right in front of you. Instead, closing that and put the other door down there and put a few plants down there, it really looks nice. I mean, just if you see from here, you go down there, you see, especially McFarlane House, is the worst looking building.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's two things I don't work for the council, but it's probably worth telling the council.
What I'm doing, I'm not taking it on you.
No.
I'm giving you my opinion. For that street, I don't see any changes for that. It looks nice, clean, plants, colourful. You go inside, you see the difference.
I take your point. What the reason we've ended up looking at Dark Street is because we had a couple of residents doing a survey about and they asked people walking down Dark Street, what do you think about it? And a lot of people have pointed to the fact that it's a big long road and a lot of traffic comes whizzing down here. And there's three primary schools nearby.
Yeah, there is one thing. Yeah, I agree with you about speeding here. You find a lot of cars speeding.
Yeah, I've come here on Saturday, seen tyre marks and that.
Yeah.
So there is obviously an issue with that. So I think partly it's that, but if you think it's fine, then obviously that's correct too.
It needs a chemist, one chemist at least. It's a lot of residents here. You need a chemist.
Well, I mean, have you had to know our questionnaires?
No, I haven't.
It gives you the opportunity to kind of, this one's actually filled in, I don't know why it's left there, but it gives you the opportunity to kind of say what you think about some of the space, and then on that you could say, but you actually think there's more reason to look at, other areas, because this information that we get, we feed back to the local authority.
They're going to be living here. I want more better for them in future.
Do you think we should make the streets safer so then there's less chance?